This is going to be interesting. Find myself on the inferior team quite a bit recently.
Sorry, Andreas.
Jeez, thanks, man.
This was the exception, right? Yeah.
The wall.
Okay, you take there. I'll take there.
Okay.
Oh, come on.
Hey, Metapod.
Oh wait, what? Okay.
Yeah, I'm right
Over
there.
here. Oh, okay,
How
okay.
you
I'll go over
doing,
here.
boy? Oh, you're over there.
Like over there.
Oh,
No, I'm
where,
going here.
where are you guys going? Okay.
I'm like
Go
right there,
ahead.
though.
Wait, okay, wait, never mind. I'm going over here.
That's where Admiral is.
It'd be so cool if you
Wait,
could,
where's Admiral?
if you could
Where are you
draw.
paying?
Alright, fine. I'll go over here.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Here we go.
I'm going.
It's possible to do in the mod.
What was that, Bluetooth?
If you could like draw on the map to your team.
Yeah.
Like draw like lines. I'm attacking this way, etc.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
Enemy commander detected. Enemy commander detected. Enemy commander detected.
Oh, wait, Neon, did you host this?
I did.
Oh,
Enjoy it.
okay.
Hmm.
Engaging enemy commander. Enemy commander in condition. Warning. Low life.
They got mines a lot of the places, so watch out for that.
Warning, low health.
So many mines.
Aha! That was a flak, no normal.
No.
Thought that was a normal, I just looked wrong.
Yeah, I saw it. I'm running from it. Ooh, watch out about this.
Oh jeez. They go insane amounts of air.
Yep.
And I thought we had insane amounts of air. Well, I guess you can always build more.
Well, the boombots are getting demolished. That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, we got this. Let's go. Beautiful push. Jeez. See if you can hit the core mexes they have too. You push for here, yeah? I think that's the best option. Make sure you don't get too occupied in their mess, because then the boombots can do some real damage, right?
Yeah.
Make sure you don't
watch
push
out.
too far.
They've spotted your things.
Did they spot my nuke?
Yep.
Shit. That's bad. It's really bad.
Is that the colonel there? I think it is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
for
lost
sure.
this.
What a game there, jeez.
I think we
Yeah,
invested
that's good.
poorly. I think we made poor investments when we had the upper hand.
Yeah, I think we went a bit too much air.
Not even that. I mean, we definitely we won the air control. The problem is we didn't gain that. There's a expansion.
You won the air control, but what did you do with it?
Yeah, we didn't do anything with that.
Well, it freed up all the expansions for us, and then we could have pushed harder. Like at one point we were floating, we had so much metal because we had all the expansion points. We could have went really heavy ground at that point and held down those expansions and pushed you in, but turned around and flopped because you guys actually did that.
This map is, I think, the map I know about that tests you the most in terms of re-expansion. Jeez. That's all you do this entire game. Re-expand, re-expand, re-expand.
Push this way, push that way. Defend this way, defend that way.
Yeah. Ah, they go expansionary. Shut it down, re-expand there. Ah, they raided it. Re-expand, re-expand.
Re-attack, re-expand.
You don't, then you're just gonna lose. Yeah, they got nasty amounts of air now, so just make sure we're safe. And there it goes. That
We
is
don't have
the
air.
worst
We
air
have nasty
trade.
ones there. Yeah, right.
Dude, you had
You guys
more
had so
than
much.
us before that trade, but you hunted down our air, which you should never, never, ever do. At least not when we
I
have
wasn't-
Phoenixes.
Well, I don't know who it was, but I'm just saying.
That,
I guess.
we had about half the air you had.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure you had more in that confrontation.
We had more interceptors, but like way less.
You had
Phoenix.
way more T2 air.
Like,
You guys
metal
have
for metal, we
you guys have 4 tier 2 air factories, if not more. At least that's what I can say.
Yeah, we got 4.
That's a lot.
Tier
Alright,
2.
I say we delete this lost cause.
And how many tier 1 do we have? We have 8.
You guys
tier
okay
1.
with me deleting?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, sure.
We wanted to hunt them down.
GG.
GG.
Well played.
We never had a good push to the base. I don't know what happened there.
Bluetooth MVP.
I'm not sure if I was helping or hindering.
MVP Bluetooth.
I built some T1 tanks.
Always helpful.
I was gonna rush T2, but I realised we probably should just do the 1 at first.
Wow.
Jeez, what a game.
What a game indeed.
And it was only 27 minutes. It felt longer.
Yeah, that felt like an hour, jeez. I think we were behind 10 minutes in or so. I haven't checked it, but
20 minutes in, we were behind.
yeah. But then
Nico.
10 minutes in as well. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, we just had the upper hand. I don't know why we didn't hear that.
You almost always had more units. That's bots units.
Yeah, but they had
Yeah.
the little boom bots too.
Yeah. The
So
boom
many
bots.
docks. It was
Yeah, we kept our dogs separate from our T2. I think we should have just bunched them up.
I actually had a nightmare recently where I was behind in a PA tournament, and I was like really far behind.
Yeah, we were
Sounds
ahead
pretty
just
bad,
about that all the way up until 20 minutes. When did we start falling behind, actually?
I think when we started reclaiming metal or something.
Yeah.
No, we were reclaiming all game.
Yeah, around
Oh,
21
probably.
minutes. 21 minutes you guys got the
Yeah,
lead.
I put 2 whole tier 1 bot factories at just planet reclaim. And that's just what I did. You guys probably did something too.
With bot
Yeah, yeah.
fabrics.
Combat fabrics. on
Combat
sh-
fabrics.
ship.
Yeah, just 2 factories mass producing combat fabrics and planet wide reclaim right off the gate. They just go wherever there's metal.
Oh, you can do that? That's cool.
Yeah, it's really good late game cookie cutter. Because you don't have the micro to send them everywhere where there's been in battle. At least not in a game
Yeah,
like this.
That's always what gets me is microing too much in the late game. And not having enough, like, I guess, macro.
If you know, that's
setup.
yeah, that's the mistake, right? When you do micro in the late game.
Sort of like defending with dogs or defending with lobs. It's like really hard. You'd rather just defend with ants. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense whatsoever.
I didn't catch that.
Well, like lobs, I had a few games recently where I had like as many lobs as they had bot factories, and that was early game, but it still felt like hard to defend just because, you know, attackers' advantage of just having the right number of troops there, I guess. That was something I noticed with bots, is it's better to defend, like if you have like a moon-like expansion or a moon-like base, it's really hard to defend with just bots, or just docks rather. If that makes any sense?
Our initial expansion is pretty poorly. We didn't grab our base metal too fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that game put us in a disadvantage going out of the start gate.
Well, someone selected all the fabbers that were building our base metal and put them in the T2. I didn't want to mess around with it.
I think it's better to have like one and the commanders had it instead of the expanding fabrics. Because commanders will be in the base regardless, right?
Yeah,
You better use that at the tier 2 instead of the fabrics.
that's what I usually do for my tier 2. I had a lot more vehicle factories. Or T2 ones.
Yeah.
What this map seems to tend to do to you though is feel like your opponent has so many expansion all the time and you don't.
Yeah.
But when you look about, you have just as many, right?
Yeah,
Often.
it's pretty awesome. The wall?
Like I felt like we don't have any expansions, but then I take myself in, oh yeah, but we have this one and this one and this one. And they don't have more than that, do they? After all.
I'm wondering whether the combat, or the kernels rather, if the kernels were a good move for them or not.
Probably not, because we just ran away from them.
I
I like
the-
the idea
think
of
they-
them though.
Yeah, I like
Yeah,
the idea.
it was
I don't
a
think
good
it
idea.
paid off for us though. It was a huge
Yeah.
investment into them, and I think it would have been better into T2 tank factory.
The logic is, right, that all the expansion is contested area. If I can bring a combat unit that can also build tier 2 metal, then that's going to give me an advantage. I think if you could have capitalized on that, long term, you would have been in a good spot, but never got to pay off.
Sometimes it's timing, whether you get the payoff in time.
Yeah. One thing I noticed is you guys had a lot of entire in your armies. Some armies were almost solely entire. I don't know if that was build queue or separation of the armies, but
Do you mean ours or blue?
we might have it. I didn't see
Yeah,
any of
we
that,
we
but
kind of had that as well.
yeah.
Because they had so much air. I was always worried.
We started adding more when they had so much air.
Yeah. So I guess that goes on both parts, but I
Actually,
remember
yeah,
I fought at least some entire armies. You feel like it's such a waste, right?
I don't think we had pure anti-air armies. Oh, they had a lot more T2 anti-air. We had more just T1.
These ramps are dangerous. If you don't pay attention, then you can really push on the ramp advantage and trade good.
At the end, I was just trying to creep with some T2 fabbers.
Yeah.
But you guys already had stuff in hand, though.
I think one of the things that became your doom was too many lobs late game. I'm not sure there.
What? We had lobs.
They had a ton
No,
of lobs.
they had a lot.
Yeah.
Like, sure, it gives you a nice early game advantage, but later game you're better spending a lot of that metal at, like, I don't know, levelers and such.
Also, they never got any shellers or anything to deal with the sniper bots.
Well, that's because we didn't have the factories to do it. Like, you guys had so many more numbers than us because we didn't invest into enough T2 factories on the ground.
It looked to me like you had enough factories, but you had too much of a metal deficit.
No, it was definitely the amount of factories. We definitely could have had way more T2 tank factories.
You had more T2 tank factories than us.
Yeah, but we could have had even more. I'm saying we could have even had more.
But you didn't have enough metal.
We did at one point.
For your production. From what I
We did. We were that's because we were investing into the wrong things. Like if we weren't investing
between 13 and 18
extremely
minutes.
into like I wasn't a huge fan of the kernels. Like I was like, oh, maybe it'll work. I don't know. It was a good shot. Like it was like I think it was a good idea to at least give it a shot. But I personally, on that scale and the amount of people that are in the game that were good, considering all of us are really good at PA, I don't think it was the smartest move to do mass kernels. Personally,
I think on this map, it's more important to deny metal than it is to take it for yourself.
Yeah. Well, deny and take it. Like take it as fast as you can. Actually, I think that is because if you can, if you're constantly taking it, like Andreas said, like it's a battle to re-expand it consistently, constantly, the whole entire game. And as soon as you stop expanding in that map, you lose. That's what pretty much happened to us too, because we didn't have the units. And we didn't have the expansions to produce enough units, so we lost.
If either one have the expansion, then it's equal, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's all about being that one person who swings the pendulum.
And as soon as they have an extra expansion, or we do, that's the game, like the game swing. That's where you can throw in an extra T2 tank factory or something.
If you only deny everything, then everything is just equal. You stop them from expanding everywhere, but don't take it yourself, then it doesn't take you anywhere, does it?
Exactly.
So it looks like there was like some points when you had more metal than us, but less energy, so it probably didn't help.
Yeah, because we were, I mean, kernels take a lot to run power-wise as well. So without killing our power.
Yeah, you
had a very close game.
Yeah, it was a close game nonetheless. Like no doubt, it was a really well played game. I mean,
we had the telly sending units from one side of the base to the other to keep up with the pushers.
I definitely like the idea.
There's so many times when you were attacking our main base, delivering metal, we could say.
I'm still under the sincere belief that our reclaiming of metal, where what really brought us the edge we needed, and then sure you have all the trades, you have all the re-expansion and everything. I think what gave us one of the biggest edge was that constant reclaim that was going on.
Yeah, that was also.
And then we got that one good push that did so much damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did a lot of damage. I think the way to do kernels, personally, just from after we're seeing that match, is having a good balance. Like, maybe 2 kernels and then 15 slammers, 10 blue hawks or something in a queue. So you're not constantly pumping out kernels, because that's going to kill your power and your metal, their cost, and how much
The
they
problem is the
cost to
time
run.
it takes.
Yeah, well, the time it takes is because of how expensive they are as well.
Yeah.
Like it's just so
Like, I
expensive.
think it's fine if you can rush them up within like less than a minute.
Sure, but
But
yeah,
when-
then you gotta think like that's that many factories less you have to build, and that many less units you're gonna have. All your investments are gonna be going into that kernel.
You keep talking about the kernels though, but when the kernels came on the field, you guys were already 300 metal behind or so. So maybe it was just the wrong timing. Like, I think the kernels would have played different
No,
out if
I
they came at the
saw
stage where you were maybe a bit ahead in metal or equal. That's what I think.
I personally think it just because of this. Like, just I don't know. I think
built
that's
them because they had tons of air, and then somebody built a ton of air, and then we didn't end up even needing the kernels.
Yeah. There was that as well.
I don't know. I guess the biggest fault was bad communication.
Yeah, but then again, everybody were in the same voice channel, so nobody communicated, right?
Well, even just team chat. I don't know. You could type to each other.
Oh, we
Like,
didn't
hey,
do that.
I'm gonna mass kernels, or hey, I'm gonna mass air.
I don't know. Sounds like it's slowing you down a bit too.
It was a close game.
Absolutely.
Can't forget that.
Absolutely.
Do you guys ever put factories or turrets at your expansion